Hi everyone. I'm just here for a very brief update, and I'm grateful for you being able to jump on with such short notice. But we really are in such incredible times, and well, I want to say challenging energies. They are quite phenomenal energies, and for me, I have spent quite a lot yesterday I had a busy morning, and then, yeah, go and lie down. That's what I was told to do. I lay down for something like 6 hours, or maybe it was 12, I'm not sure. But let me tell you about, um, so I've only got a few minutes before because I have four, 4 hours of clients today. So I have awoken with the sense of nervousness, really, which I can't quite put my finger on. I want to tell you that there's this, what you can tell I'm all over the place. There's the sense of being discombobulated. There's the sense of being between times. There's the sense of knowing that the truth is coming. There's a sense of excitement about counterparts turning up. There's the sense of it's like the so we've had these returns of four times in our history. The memories, the remembrances, the energies that go with that, the connections, the um, communities, all of that has been coming in terms of the what I want to call the ascenic times. That's really strong at the moment, and I think 3 times in the last few days out of my mouth has popped, the family is coming home. The family is coming back together. So this is the families of Christ, the families from the times of the Essenes. And so that's a number of groups. It might be the small group connected to the family of Christ. It could be the bigger group connected to the family of Christ, or the family of light, the however many there were, um, less than 100, I think, but of the group of the disciples, and also their followers, I want to say. So more the group, so the disciples may be less than 100, but then like a lot of the women weren't included as disciples, even though they had the discipleship. There was something about that. There's been this thing that's come through about protection, so that it's not quite safe yet for everybody to reveal who they are. That's come through in the last couple of days. So I want to invite you to attune to yourself and do the unbinding of anything that you may or may not have. Hello, Holger. Yeah, so um, I want to read you this. If I can, I'll come back later on today. But what I saw yesterday was this idea. Hi, Misha. This idea of it showed up like if you think of a cake net, a, that spherical, globular, sometimes round, sometimes not, but I'm talking round, spherical, like the net that you might use over a cake, or that the cake shop might use over that. It was like I was watching those drop in. They were dropping in crystalline form. They were constructed of triangulations, but it was crystalline light, and I was watching that drop in. You can hear it, can't you? I'm like really nervous about all of this, it's an excitement though. It's a, how am I going to manage all of this today? That each of those is representative of the truth coming, the truth of the history of the times, the truth of the history of our past. And so it's coming in to land here. That's really it. It's like that sphere coming in onto the earth and then being placed into the grid lines for us to receive the absolute truth of the past times, of the Atlantean times, of the Lemurian times, of the Essenic times, of the Arthurian times. Those are the four that have come up so far. So you may be beginning to have some semblance of curiosity or some deep knowing of who you are at your root, at your origin in those times. And so I just want to invite you to be open to receiving that. And then I just have this channel thing that came through that I haven't even reread. I've just reordered it. So a quick synopsis is that we are building to these full moon energies. These full moon energies are going to be this massive revealing of truth, and especially the divine masculine, because they've got a further distance to travel with that in their undoing, which is not a weakness, it's a timing. It's planned, in my view. So building to the full moon is enabling us to see our truth more clearly, and then this will build to the 11:11. I am going to do more about this. The 11:11 gateway, which to me is, if you are a divine counterpart, you are going through that, whether you as an individual in your individuation and with your divine counterpart. But you are going through, either whether you're together or whether you are on your own still in physical, you are both traveling through. I'm showing that the divine counterparts lead the way through that. That's an activation. That activation enables further movement for ascension. So the 11:11, so the full moon bringing about greater truth, revealing of who we are, then into the 11:11 gateway, which is the activation for ascension. Twins will lead the way through that gateway and into the 21:12, which is showing up as a strong potential for ascension portal for the planet. That may shift, but that's how it's showing up to me at the moment. So it's like the wave of awakened ones may go through that ascension gateway on the 11th of November. That's showing up strongly as well. I want to read this to you because the undoing has largely completed for those on the leading edge of awakening. The blotting paper is clean, so the new is quickly absorbed as plasma and starlight, bringing in the new codes for our higher consciousness. As we are holding space for the unity grids and the energy field, and you may see those in the energetic psychic view, or you might be seeing them physically. What holds and binds us has been mostly dissolved and unbound. So I just invite you to sit with that for yourself today. See if there's anything else coming up. As we are holding space for the unity grids and energy fields, and as we know, the spin rate of the molecules has accelerated, and those who have pierced the veils and lead the way enable this process to move rapidly through the rest of humanity. So this is how it's showing up building to the full moon, then into the 11:11 gateway. So the full moon illuminating truth on the level of the physical. So this is the falling away and undoing of what binds us, a stronger impact on the masculine. That's you and your own masculine aspect as well as the masculine in our world. Preparing for the 12:12 and then the 21:12 and then the 21:3 of next year. So I do need to write more about that. I kind of I had that taken out experience again yesterday for a long time, and so I reconciled what happened in Vanuatu recently. I don't know if I've shared that or not, but how I was shown that energetically I was clearing up that segment of the world across that, from Vanuatu across to the Seychelles above Madagascar. And so I haven't yet reconciled this. I've kind of tumbled myself into the day with a lot of this nervous energy and trying to figure out how I could best do this. So I will come back. I just wanted to let you know that we're in this time where we are really moving in the physical. We're having this experience of moving into the physical through the dimensional shift, and it feels strange. Yeah, it's discombobulating. It's a stretch. It's that feeling of not quite knowing who we are, and it's because we're revealing ourselves to ourselves, and so more of who you are at that core essence from those times might begin to come up. And certainly over the last few days, that has come up for me in the physical, this recognition of more of who I am, this recognition of others who've connected to me through in either in the physical, through some kind of communication. So I will leave you with that. I need to go now, but big love to you, and sit with it. Breathe, recognize that there's huge change occurring in your physical hearts, as well as they are opening up to accommodate this higher dimensional shift, that you may feel like you are birthing yourself again, but in the physical but it's coming, the energetic of it is coming through the heart and or through the solar plexus. And when I have extrapolated out more of that, I will let you know. But be gentle, be hydrated well, and if you need to rest, and just sit with it. It's this idea that I've been talking about, how we could go into the tipping point any moment. Well, it feels to me like we're really on the edges of the tipping, and so I don't know. There's another idea that I've been shown about this rolling wave, that we roll in it and we absorb some of it, and then we roll in it again, and there's more of it. And so I know that we've been in the experience of that, and so maybe this is the one where we complete that. I'm not being very clear here, I'm sure, but I just feel into that for yourselves and see where it takes you. But be gentle, be observant, be aware of what's going on around you. It feels to me that that's where we're at. We're in this tipping in the physical. All right. Much love to all of you. And I'll let you know later on when I can come back on again. But I have got clients for the next 5 or 6 hours, I think. Okay, bye.